NFL on EA Sports. England this week, and two teams are holding going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. On first down, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Fairley breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 3 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I'd like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Saints were the best team in the NFL on third down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice, so not much surprises him on game day.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's complete to Flainer. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. They'll
run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Craig Robertson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Drake. And some room to maneuver. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nick Fairley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield?
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And a loose football. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And
on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He'll drop to throw, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
The play clock's running down. The motion man here, Flainer. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Toss play, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Landry. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Room to run past midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. A very solid gain of 27. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. 2nd
down now after the incompletion. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nick Fairley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.